Was McGonagall a Quidditch champion? Did you notice Buckbeak pooping on screen? And how about this dirty little detail in the credits? Make sure to watch the video until the end so you don't miss out on our Harry Potter themed giveaway to win a Christmas movie projector, an awesome hooded blanket, and a Wizard's Cup. Hi, I'm Dylan. Buckle up. The wizarding world of Harry Potter is so detailed that even the smallest things were designed with secret and hidden meanings. Let me give you an example. In the first movie, when Harry and Hagrid are entering the wizarding pub called the Leaky Cauldron, there's a tiny detail that proves how well made the world of Harry Potter is. Did you notice the blank sign that only starts to reveal itself when wizards come closer to it? This was done specifically so muggles would never visit, thinking there's nothing there. Smart, right? The images and wizard portraits are alive, and that's cool for several reasons. First of all, it's fun. But second of all, and more importantly, it gives those who deserve to live longer another life. In the Sorcerer's Stone, you can see a portrait of Anne Boleyn in the staircase. What's interesting about it is that Boleyn was a Queen of England who was accused of witchcraft and executed. What a nice tiny touch to put her into one of the drawings in Hogwarts. Like, she indeed was a witch. Another great thing was hidden in the scene where Neville gets a Remember-All, which is a magical glass ball that turns red if its owner has forgotten something. Although it's not that useful as it never actually tells you what you've forgotten. But if you take a closer look at Neville in this scene, you might have an idea of what he forgot this time. Any guesses? How about his robe? Yep, because he's the only student without one in the scene. Kids. Now, here comes a really mind-blowing detail. In the first movie, Harry finds out that his father was a Quidditch champion. Harry sees his name on the trophy and feels really proud that that was his dad. But if you pay attention, you'll notice another crazy detail here. There's a trophy with McGonagall's name on it. Jeez! Was she a badass Quidditch champion back in 1971? Looks like yes, she was. Probably that's why she saw potential in Harry and introduced him to the Gryffindor's Quidditch team captain. Thank you for that, McGonagall. Playing Quidditch helped Harry to somewhat reconnect with his deceased mom and dad. But there was something else in the first movie that made him feel closer to his parents, the Mirror of Erised. Attentive viewers may have noticed that there were some words inscribed at the top of the mirror. For unprepared viewers, these words might seem like gibberish, but if you read them backwards, they say, "I show not your face, but your heart's desire." See? Moving on to the next part of the franchise, let's recall a beautiful cinematic touch that was packed into the scene where Harry reads Tom Riddle's diary. Harry was in the common room, and the only light that was present was coming from a candle. As Harry gets sucked inside the diary, the colors turn black and white. However, if you pay attention to Harry, you'll see that the candlelight is still flickering on him. What a smart and cool move. Gilderoy Lockhart is one of the most narcissistic and incompetent characters in the franchise, and there was a huge detail hidden in the second movie that hinted to the audience that he's a much bigger liar than he seemed in the beginning. When Harry and Ron come into his office, you can see a wig on Lockhart's table, a wig that looks exactly like Lockhart's hair. Does that mean that the professor was bald? Could be. It could also mean that he's a shitty magician who couldn't fix his possible hair problems with magic. Shame on you, Professor. Despite the hidden details that reveal clues about the characters and the story, the creators of the franchise never missed a chance to have some fun. For example, in the Chamber of Secrets movie, there's a scene where Harry and Hagrid walk near a bookshop in Diagon Alley. And in the window, you can see a pretty awesome detail, the Harry Potter novels by J.K. Rowling. Wow, think about it. Harry could have just read the books and found out what was going to happen to him and his friends next. Another great and crazy example of having fun during the production can be seen in the third part of the franchise. There was a statue of an eagle eating a snake at the central fountain of Hogwarts. This detail may mean nothing for most people, but it is a big deal for the director, Alfonso Cuarón. Cuarón is Mexican, and if you take a look at the Mexican flag, you will see an eagle eating a snake. Is that even allowed in the movie industry? Seems like nothing is forbidden for Mr. Cuarón. Here's more examples of him having fun while making The Prisoner of Azkaban. In The Prisoner of Azkaban, you can see Buckbeak poop on screen. Wait, what? Yes, it's a fact. And please, don't be so surprised. Buckbeak is a living being, so it's a pretty natural thing to do. And admit it, y'all love facts about poop, don't you? When Harry enters the Leaky Cauldron, there's a wizard stirring a teacup with a spell while reading a book. The unexpected thing here is the book itself. It's Stephen Hawking's A Brief History of Time. How come a wizard's reading a book that explores time and space issues in the universe? Aren't wizards supposed to, break the rules of classic physics? The book probably foreshadows the time-traveling loop that was so crucial for the third part of the franchise. Or the Mexican director is just a big fan of Stephen Hawking. You decide. And the last example about Alfonso Cuarón having fun while making The Prisoner of Azkaban is in the end credits. They were made in the style of the Marauders map, and at first sight it may look like nothing special, But just take a glance at those 2 pairs of footprints in the bottom of the frame on your left. There you go. Huh, that's unexpected and a bit dirty-minded, but hey, wizards are humans too. Another funny detail was hidden in the credits of The Goblet of Fire. The whole movie was about a tournament, riddles, and dragons. Dragons obviously don't exist, but that didn't stop the filmmakers from having some fun with the audience. See for yourself. No dragons were harmed in the making of this movie, says the magical disclaimer. And you know what? It's 100% true. Moving on to darker details that were hidden in the movies. In The Half-Blood Prince, there's a flashback where we can see Tom Riddle's childhood room. Attentive viewers spotted a crucial element for the story in it, or rather, 7 elements. There are 7 rocks on the windowsill of Riddle's room, which obviously foreshadow the dark wizard splitting his soul into Horcruxes. And number 7 isn't all that rare in the Harry Potter franchise. In the same movie, The Half-Blood Prince, when Harry is playing Quidditch, take a look at his number. He's number 7. This is a very direct foreshadowing of Harry being the last Horcrux that needs to be destroyed. Told ya, it's pretty dark. But besides foreshadowing the dramatic elements of the story, the creators of the franchise also foreshadowed the theatrical play. Yes, in the Deathly Hallows Part 1, in the scene where Harry, Ron, and Hermione are in the cafe, observant viewers noticed a poster for the play Echoes. This is a real play in which Daniel Radcliffe had one of the leading roles. Could it be Mr. Radcliffe himself secretly placed the poster there, hoping that the filmmakers would never notice it? Jokes aside, we've almost got to the end of the video, so we have to talk about the most touching hidden detail. Actually, we could go on for hours mentioning all the tiny things, like for example the Azkaban prisoner number tattooed on Lucius Malfoy's neck in the Deathly Hallows Part 2, or the epic battle between Snape and McGonagall in the dining room where you can see that Snape is not attacking her at all, but rather he is deflecting McGonagall's spells behind him so that they hit the Death Eaters. However, we want to end this video by talking about 2 great details hidden in the very last scene of the franchise. When Harry is a grown-up and his kids are getting on the Hogwarts Express, you can see a chocolate frog climbing the window of the train. Wow, it's just like the one that Harry and Ron lost on the Hogwarts Express in the very first movie. We can't be sure that it's exactly the same frog, but still, what a nice little detail, huh? And if you take a look at Harry's forehead in the very last scene, you'd see that his scar is barely visible, which is a great detail because Voldemort was defeated, just like the Horcrux that was left in Harry. And now Harry Potter is finally able to live a happy life. He got the only gift he ever dreamt about, a family. And as Christmas is coming, we want you to get some really nice gifts too. Take part in our giveaway in order to win this awesome projector and be able to rewatch all the Harry Potter movies with the home theater feel. Now don't worry, we've got something special for whoever wins second place too. The runner-up gets a cozy hooded blanket with the Marauders map on it, and whoever wins third place gets a cool Wizards cup. What are the rules? 3 simple steps. First, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Second, tell us in the comments your touching story of how the Harry Potter movies or books have influenced your life for the better. It's Christmas. Tell us something beautiful and sweet. And third, follow us on our Instagram page at OSSA. Remember, only 1 comment from each user. The most impressive and touching stories will be chosen by us. Please make sure that your YouTube channel subscriptions are set to public, otherwise we cannot see if you are subscribed. Important note, only 18+ audiences from the USA, Canada, and Great Britain are eligible to take part. Now hurry up, the giveaway closes on December 24th, 2020 at 11:59 p.m. EST. We'll announce the winners under this video in our community post and we'll tag you in response to your comment. All you have to do to be eligible for the contest is 1. Subscribe to OSSA on YouTube. 2. Tell us your story in the comments. And 3. Subscribe to the OSSA Insta page. Good luck, folks! Thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe to our channel and just as you always do, stay awesome!